After a very shaky first quarter for the Toronto Raptors, they come back in this ball game quite a few different times, but Philly punches right back as they hand the Raptors their first loss in 5 games. Raptors end their 4-game winning streak with the 109-102 loss to the Philadelphia 76ers there this evening, dropping the record to 16-16, so back to 500. But as I always say, Raptor fans and even Jays and Leaf fans, it's not a matter of who has the longest winning streak. I could care less if the Raptors win 20 in a row. You lose 15 after that, I don't give a damn. I really don't. The Raptors lost a tough one tonight. But the next game is the important one because you just lost a game. How are you going to rebound after a loss? Well, it's tough because you have Miami in the back-to-back tomorrow. That's going to be tough. But let's talk about this game. And as I mentioned right off the top, the start of this game was not good for the Toronto Raptors. They were having a tough time defensively. We always talk about this one guy that you don't really expect to get the job done against you, killing you. We saw Connaughton against Milwaukee doing it. And you saw Korkmaz today in the first quarter, really killing you. And in that first quarter, the Raptors can't make shots. They're not getting stops. Raptors were down 19 after 1 quarter of play, 37-18. However, what we do know about this Raptors squad is they do not quit. They will fight till the bitter end. And in that second quarter, they show that fight. They get on some nice runs. They do have some nice flow on the defensive end of the basketball. So that was a great sign, kind of getting engaged in the defensive end. But the problem was the offense really never felt it. They never had any click until the fourth quarter. But at that point, you weren't playing defense anymore. It was kind of a defeat the purpose kind of thing. But you only allowed 18 in that second quarter. You scored only 24, but you're plus 6. So you're only down 13 at halftime. So that's a great job by the Raptors, not allowing this game to get extremely out of hand and get into halftime with it at a reasonable number of 13. We go into the third quarter, and at one point, the Raptors get it down to 6. It's a whole new ball game. You're right there. Doc Rivers calls a timeout. Right out of the timeout, they go on a 7-0 run, right back up to 13, and just like that, the mojo's gone for the Raptors, and that right there happened quite a few times in this game. In the fourth quarter, in the third quarter, the Raptors ended up being -1, 24-23. Again, the offense still hasn't gotten any click. They haven't scored 25 once in a quarter to this point. And you're down by, what is that? You're down by 14 after 3 quarters of play. It's going to be a tough finish here. But at one point in the fourth quarter, the Raptors get it down to 6 again. But then some stupid plays. Chris Boucher jumping out at threes. You guys know my opinion on that. And he fouls Danny Green taking a 3 because Danny Green knows him very well. He knows he's going to fly out there like a lunatic. And he baits him, knocks down 2 of the 3. But again, those type of plays really kill you in a game. They're momentum killers. And they build it back up. And really, it was over from there. It was over from there for the Toronto Raptors after they built that lead up again with about 3 minutes to play. And you end up winning that fourth quarter 37-30 because the Philadelphia 76ers do not know how to close out a game. And we saw that last year. Remember that game last year in Philly? Remember that, Raptor fans? When we were down by, quite a bit. And we've played full court press with like 3 or 4 minutes left. And it was a disaster for the 76ers right to the very end. And they barely hung on to beat us. I was in Philly. I remember that game very vividly. And this game was very close to that. The Raptors got it down to 5. And then that play that almost went out of bounds on Simmons. Can you imagine if it actually did go out of bounds? And the Raptors knocked down to 3, let's say. And then it puts a 2-point ball game just like that. Then you're forced to make a good inbound pass. And then lots of pressure. Who knows what happens at that point, right? So for the 76ers, they got to learn how to close out a ball game. And Joel Embiid, my God. Have some fun out there, man. You look so lazy. Like, he's a fantastic player. He's a big body. But when things aren't going his way, he looks like an 8-year-old kid. When he's having a good time and he's playing well, he gets all cocky and acts like a lunatic. When things aren't going as well, he's like, and then gets really quiet. Really? I don't want to say this because I'm not just a Raptor fan and a Philly hater, but if that guy doesn't smarten up with his attitude, he'll never win. He'll never win. Raptor fans, if you follow my channel for quite some time, you'll know that I say Russell Westbrook will never win an NBA championship because of his mentality he plays with. He got traded to the Washington Wizards. They got him and Bradley Beal. Sounds like a great combo. The team's like, what, 8-20 or some stupid number like that? They're a terrible basketball team. I wonder why. You got to have a good mentality. That's why this Raptor team, as much as they lost tonight, that's why they've been such a good team for so many years. They have that winning mentality, that play hard mentality every single night. You don't see that from Joel Embiid today. Now, he played an all right game. He struggled from the field quite a bit. But he's going to make an impact at big moments in the game, and he did today. And with that 37-30 win in the fourth quarter by the Raptors, it was still too little too late. You lost 109-102. Now, let's get to some numbers. 43% from the field for the Raptors, and the main reason this team lost tonight, 30% from three. You didn't make enough three-point shots. They were 45% from three-point line. You're not going to win many games that way. And it's unfortunate, but those games are going to happen once in a while. All right, let's get to some player numbers here. Pascal Siakam, 22 points, 6 boards, 7 assists, shot 9 of 18 from the field, was fine. Problem for me, though, he shot 6 threes. He was 1 of 6 from three-point range. He can't be doing that. That's not his game. He did have 3 steals and a block, which is fantastic, but you cannot be taking 6 threes if you're Pascal. 1 to 3? Yeah, I'm fine with that, especially if you make 1. That's fine. But 6? No, especially if you're not knocking those down. Fred VanVleet, a really off night for Freddie V. 12 points, 8 boards, 8 dimes. Still not a bad number night there, but he shot 4 of 14 from the field, was 2 of 5 from 3. He had 2 steals and 4 blocks. He's going to give you everything. But again, you need shots, and you didn't get that from Fred today. Norman Powell, probably one of the only guys in the Raptors who consistently made shots other than Pascal, who was 9 of 18 from the field. Powell had 24 points, 4 boards, 6 assists, 9 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. Again, 9 threes, and he only made 2 of them. Tough one. 3 steals in the game for Powell. And can we talk about that play on Powell? When he got out, I think it was Joel Embiid won the tip from Fred VanVleet because it was jump ball. And somehow Powell gets it behind Simmons. Simmons chases him down, basically slaps his right in the forearm. I think it was right about there, right in the forearm there. Powell goes basically down face first into the what? I don't want to say stanchion because it's not a stanchion. It's more or less the net, but the covering. And there's no call. And I'm like, how is that not a call? And Powell's not too happy. And I'm like, I don't blame the guy. Then he gets teed up. And I'm like, really? Okay. Interesting NBA right there. You know? And speaking of fouls and free throw attempts, the Raptors, this is a crazy number for you guys. The Raptors won in points in the paint 54-30. They dominated the paint. How in the world did Philly get to the free throw line 30 times to the Raptors 13, but the Raptors dominated the paint? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. All right, but I'm not going to get on the officials because you didn't make your threes. That's a big reason of why you lost today. OG, 10 points, 4 boards, 1 assist on 4 of 13 shooting, 2 of 7 from 3. He didn't have a great night shooting the basketball. And I know people are going to get on me for saying this, but Chris Boucher had a very bad game. People are going to say, well, he had 10 points, shot 4 of 6, was 2 of 3 from 3. Why didn't they play him more? I counted 3 times today, 3, that he jumped out at guys taking shots and fouled them. 2 were guys taking threes. They knew he was going to jump. They faked him. They baited him into it, and they got 6 free throws out of it. Guys, do the math. 30 free throws. 8 of those free throws were Chris Boucher's fouls alone. Only on those jump shots that I'm talking about. Also, in that fourth quarter, again, one of those calls, right? The Raptors got it down to, what was it, 8? It was 9, I think it was. No, I think it was 8. Either way, it was 8 or 9. Right? They have the ball. You get a stop, and hey, you can make it a 6 or 5 point game and be right there. Boucher goes flying out at Danny Green. Danny Green knows him very well. Takes it, gets hit, takes three free throws, makes 2 of them, right? Gets it back to double-digit lead. Then down the floor comes Boucher again. Trying to take a 3, contested, looks for the foul, air balls it. You know, I understand he's trying to do a lot for this team, but when you're trying to do too much, it just looks awful. And tonight was a bad night for Chris Boucher, and it was in bad moments as well. Those are the tough times for Chris Boucher. I really thought he had a rough game today, but I think tonight was a glaring issue that I've been trying to reiterate over and over. Yes, blocking shots is gorgeous. When he's blocking three-point shots, it's nice. When he's blocking big men on the inside, when he blocked Embiid yesterday on the inside, yes, those are beautiful. But I'd rather him be a sound defender and lock a guy up defensively and contest shots hard and make them miss those shots than have what happened tonight where he's jumping out causing fouls. That's the problem I have with Boucher. He's a great player. He's gotten much better at shooting the three. He's gotten much better in the offensive end. Defensively, he's gotten a lot better. But the one problem I have is that he jumps out at threes or any shot really, way too often. Instead of trying to play defense, he tries to block shots. There's a big difference. And that's where his flaws are, in my opinion. Love the guy, love what he brings to this team, but that's the giant flaw in his game, at least for right now. That can be worked on. We're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out, though, guys. And another contributing factor to this loss today, second chance points and offensive glass. You know the Raptors are not a rebounding team. They're not a great rebounding squad. They were minus 16 on the glass today. And second chance points were 19-8 in favor of the 76ers. So look at that, guys. Just look at those numbers alone. You don't even have to look at free throw percentage, three-point percentage, or any of that numbers. Second chance points were 19-8, and free throws were 30-13. The odds of you winning a game like that are very slim, especially when you shoot under 45% from the field and 30% from three. The odds of you winning those games are very slim, and you only lost by 7. That tells you right there that this team, they can do it, right? And I'm proud of my boys. I'm proud of them. They did not quit today. As much as they lost, and it's unfortunate, you got to love this team. They really do fight. Now, can people now stop with the Kyle Lowry is useless for this team? We don't need him anymore because we were 16-0. You're now 16-1 without Kyle Lowry. Do you need him now? Like, it's just ridiculous. I think he's your court general, period. And you see a record 16-0. Oh, we don't need him. 15-2 without, or was it 15-4? I can't remember what it was. Without Kawhi Leonard in the lineup. Do you need him? Yeah, you did. So for Kyle Lowry, we need the guy. Period. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and did not enjoy the game tonight, if you're a Raptor fan, if you're a Philly fan, and enjoyed the game, smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Raptors? All right? Twitter's down below for myself, guys. Follow, send me a DM, do that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description, so follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. I'm debating Blue Jays edition. Yeah, you heard me right, folks. I might be doing one tomorrow with the spring training preview because spring training gets going on Sunday. Baseball's back, baby. Can't wait to get that thing going again. I think I'm going to try and get one out to you guys tomorrow. Spring training preview edition is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get 3 videos tomorrow if that's the case. Leafs play tomorrow as well as they take on the Calgary Flames again after the 3-0 loss there on Monday night yesterday. They look to avenge that loss tomorrow against the Calgary Flames again. I think it's a 7 o'clock puck drop again against the Flames at Scotiabank Arena. And as for the Raptors, going to be a tough one. They go to Miami to take on the Heat tomorrow night, 8 p.m. tip-off there. I think is it the Amway Center? I can't remember what it was called. If it's still Amway Arena, Amway Center, something along those lines, you guys can let me know. All right? So, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you guys know the video. Talk to you guys then.